Top 10 The weakest currencies in the world in 2023, updated January. With the world suffering from the COVID-19 pandemic, economic conditions have worsened exponentially. The weakest currencies in the world have either remained stagnant or fallen even below what they were in 2023. The world's weakest currencies belong to the world's third world countries, where perhaps the economic crisis has hit the hardest. Let's get into it. List of top 10 the weakest currencies in the world in 2023. 1. Venezuelan bolivar, the weakest currency of the world. 2. Iranian rial. 3. Vietnamese dong. 4. Sierra Leonean leone currency. 5. Indonesian rupiah. 6. Laotian kip currency. 7. Uzbekistani som currency. 8. Guinean franc currency. 9. Paraguayan guarani currency. 10. Cambodian riel. 11. Ugandan shilling. 1. Venezuelan bolivar, the weakest currency of the world. The Venezuelan bolivar ranks as the weakest currency in the world, with some of the highest exchange rates. Venezuela is situated at the north end of the South American region. It was already trying to recover from a steep economic decline and trying to shift to the market economy when the pandemic hit, spiraling it down to the worst on the list. Venezuelan bolivar currency code equals VEF. $1 equals 1,038,865.00 VEF. €1 equals 1,081,530.32 VEF. 1 SAR equals 277,030.67 VEF. Updated on the 2nd of January 2023. 2. Iranian rial. The Iranian rial ranks as the second weakest currencies in the world. Its economic downfall started as far back as 1979 in the wake of the Islamic Revolution, which led to many businesses leaving the country due to uncertainty. Since then, Iran has faced a further downfall in the Iran-Iraq war and nuclear sanctions. The sanctions were lifted briefly in 2016, but reinstated more harshly in 2018, and then again in 2022. Iranian rial currency code equals IRR. $1 equals 41,850.00 IRR. €1 equals 44,658.76 IRR. 1 SAR equals 11,133.05 IRR. Updated on the 2nd of January 2023. 3. Vietnamese dong. The Vietnamese dong ranks as the third weakest currencies in the world. Still recovering from wars and shifting from a centralized to a market economy has taken its toll on the country and its operations. Vietnam is currently amongst the poorest countries in the world. However, leading economic experts reassure us that Vietnam is on the right path and will catch up to other countries sooner rather than later. Vietnamese dong currency code equals VND. $1 equals 23,635.00 VND. €1 equals 25,222.75 VND. 1 SAR equals 6,287.45 VND. Updated on the 2nd of January 2023. 4. Sierra Leonean leone currency. Sierra Leone, located in Africa, is one of the poorest countries and has one of the world's weakest currencies. Civil uproars, a recent war, and recurring combats with deadly viruses like Ebola keep the country from focusing on economic prosperity, resulting in one of the weakest economies. That coupled with the COVID-19 pandemic, has made matters even worse for the country as its economy devalued even more in the last 2 years than it had previously. Sierra Leone currency code equals SLL. $1 equals 18,825.00 SLL. €1 equals 20,087.40 SLL. 1 SAR equals 5,008.53 SLL. Sierra Leone. Updated on the 2nd of January 2023. 5. Indonesian rupiah. Indonesia is one of the relatively well-off countries in Southeast Asia. Their economy is stable, and the country is well on the developing side of things and pretty well off. However, their currency rates are meager. The regulatory bodies have been trying to fix this by issuing new banknotes in denominations of 1,000 to 100,000 to replace the older banknotes, and other changes to no avail. The Indonesian rupiah remains one of the weakest currencies in the world and hopes to advance soon. Indonesian rupiah currency code equals IDR. $1 equals 15,569.90 IDR. €1 equals 16,614.02 IDR. 1 SAR equals 4,142.49 IDR. Updated on the 2nd of January 2023. 6. Laotian kip currency. The Laotian kip, belonging to Laos in Southeast Asia, is rare. This is because it is the only currency on our list that has not been devalued. At its independence, the Laotian kip was already issued at very low rates to the people back in 1953. In fact, the Laotian kip has actually strengthened and grown against the global currencies like the USD, and will probably keep doing so shortly. Laotian kip currency code equals LAK. $1 equals 17,346.67 LAK. €1 equals 18,510.81 LAK. 1 SAR equals 4,615.21 LAK. Weakest currencies. Updated on the 2nd of January 2023. 7. Uzbekistani SOM currency. Central Asian country, Uzbekistan, ranks 5th on the list of the weakest currencies in the world. Part of the Third World, Uzbekistan, has not been very well off. In 2018, however, many regulatory measures were taken to elevate the Uzbekistani SOM in the global economy. While they have been mildly successful in helping the economy grow, Uzbekistan still has a long way to go to compete on an equal footing in the global market. Uzbekistani SOM currency code equals UZS. $1 equals 11,247.92 UZS. €1 equals 12,002.77 UZS. 1 SAR equals 2,992.59 UZS. Updated on the 2nd of January 2023. 8. Guinean franc currency. Africa is chock full of immensely valuable minerals, especially in Guinea. However, the country remains one of the world's weakest currencies. The country remains among the world's poorest, with high poverty rates, gang issues, and inflation. Its economy is one of the most inflated worldwide. However, it has shown some improvements in the last few months, with the currency growing strong by about a few hundred franc. Guinean franc currency code equals GNF. $1 equals 8,620.36 GNF. €1 equals 9,198.35 GNF. 1 SAR equals 2,293.51 GNF. Updated on the 2nd of January 2023. 9. Paraguayan Guarani currency. Paraguay is the second poorest South American country and the ninth weakest currency in the world. Due to a combination of economic failure, poverty rates, high corruption, and a small service sector, Paraguay has not been able to advance economically in recent years. It is a frequent exporter of soybeans and cotton. However, this has not been enough to combat the country's growing poverty and economic disruption. Paraguayan Guarani currency code equals PYG. 1 US dollar equals 7,364.41 PYG. 1 euro equals 7,858.19 PYG. 1 SAR equals 1,959.36 PYG. Weakest currencies. Updated on the 2nd of January 2023. 10. Cambodian riel. Cambodia is a monarch state in Southeast Asia, and the 10th on our list of the weakest currencies in the world. The Cambodian riel began its life in 1995 in an effort to replace the Indo-Chinese piastre. It was issued at very low rates and was not popular among the locals, making it unable to progress in the global market. Even now, the Cambodian riel remains one of the more unpopular currencies in the area. The locals prefer to make payments using US dollars and other, stronger currencies, leading the currency to devalue even more so. Cambodian riel currency code equals KHR. 1 US dollar equals 4,120.52 KHR. 1 euro equals 4,396.81 KHR. 1 SAR equals 1,096.30 KHR. Weakest currencies. Updated on the 2nd of January 2023. 11. Ugandan shilling. Despite the devastating effects of COVID-19 on economies, some currencies remained as weakest as they were in 2022. Ugandan shilling, UGX, is one of them. The currency Uganda uses is known as the shillings. Its banknotes have the following face values: 1,000 shillings, 2,000 shillings, 5,000 shillings, 10,000 shillings, 20,000 shillings, 50,000 shillings. Ugandan shilling currency code equals UGX. 1 US dollar equals 3,726.38 UGX. 1 euro equals 3,977.28 UGX. 1 SAR equals 991.43 UGX. The value of UGX over time has been stable. It even improved in the past few years. However, regardless of this currency stability, 1 US dollar is still equal to 3,641.18 UGX. Therefore, proving how relatively weak UGX is to other currencies.